y'all, welcome to the second episode of Trinity Unplugged. Today I will be sponsored by Lucia Eye Blue Light Glasses. From combating eye strain to improving sleep, Lucia Eyes has you covered. With lenses designed for day and night, Lucia Eyes brings you the perfect blend of fashion and function. Reduce eye strain, improve sleep quality, and prevent digital eye fatigue. Prioritize your eye health. Visit luciaeyes.com today and use promo code TWINBRIDGE20 for an exclusive 20% off your next order. Special thank you to Dan Huber, the founder of Lucia Eyes, for sponsoring the Trinity Unplugged podcast. Hey y'all, this is Trinity and welcome back to another episode of Trinity Unplugged. Today I'm in StudioPlace. Shout out Twin Bridge Sports. And today I have two special guests. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Hey y'all, my name is Jordan. I'm Jordan Robinson. I'm a sophomore at UCLA on the women's track and field team.
My name is Myles Misener-Daley. I'm a grad student on the track and field team. Love to be here.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank y'all for coming. So how do y'all balance training, having a regular life, and then also school and everything else?
Okay, well, I'll start because I'm in undergrad. So I would say the biggest thing for me is like when I came in my academics and athletics, like I really prioritized both. So to find the balance, I'm majoring in molecular cell and developmental biology.
Yeah.
So it's hard like being a STEM major and then coming, you got practice from like 1 to 6 hour window. But one thing that I think really helps is the fact that like I have really good friends.
Yeah.
Like, I have good friends in my classes, good friends that I met off rip. So it's like we motivate each other. It's like, okay, let's get together, let's study. So it's like that kind of social element that's already taken care of because it's like the people that I'm with, they just inspire me to like keep pushing, keep being better. Like we're in the same exact classes. And then after that, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to track. And they're like, okay, when you get back, we're going to study again. We're going to get some food. We're going to eat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like balancing in that sense, like I'm just around good people. So they just help me keep my stuff on track. You know what I mean?
That's good. Yeah. What about you?
You got me sounding like I gotta my friends up a bit. Nah, I find it hard. Like grad school, it's just a lot of papers, a lot of reading, a lot of papers. So me, I'm like, I wake up now. I'm an early bird. I used to never wake up early. Now I'm up every day, like 8 a.m. reading, whatever assignment I got to do. Then it's to the track, weights. By that time, I'm like exhausted.
Yeah.
So honestly, the social life has been like kind of to the side just because school and track's been the priority right now. So, I don't got the friend group you got, but I know what you're saying though. Definitely who you surround yourself with keeps you working. So I got my boys working on the track with me.
Right.
And then school is just, that's an afterthought for, after track's done. Social life, struggling, I'll admit, a little bit. But it's all right. We grinding.
Yeah, but you know what the thing is? I feel like it's interesting because being in grad school, it's like, it's a lot more real for you because you already graduated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a second year. I like low-key just got here.
Yeah, like it's still fun for you for real.
Exactly.
It's still fun for you.
It didn't hit me in my face like, okay, you got your degree, girl. You got to get a job after. You got to
Yeah,
that's the thing. So now it's like every grade actually counts.
Yes.
Like you got to also think about after school, what you're going to do, what connections you're making. And I'm from another country, so trying to build that network here so I can come back if I wanted to. And it's been busy to be honest.
Right, because you have to be very intentional about your time because you don't have too much of it, to be honest.
Dang.
What about you? How you balance it?
Right, like
kind of smiling over here.
Honestly, like same thing. Like my social life is kind of, struggling a little bit, but also it's just because I'm also kind of became like an early bird, in a sense because now I like to be home at like 10 o'clock.
Right.
Like even if I do go to a party, I got an hour max of social time, and then my battery is just drained, and then you'll just see me in the corner. Like, I'll be having fun by myself, just chilling. But it's like, I'll look like I'm not having fun, but baby, I'm having fun. Like, I can just chill and just vibe. Like, I don't like to just be up and just going from one place to another. Like, no.
Right.
But I would say, yeah, honestly, and even like the resources that the school provides for us, I feel like we're actually very lucky to have that because even having having people on the team that like come from different schools, the transfers, and they're like, oh, we didn't have this, like, it makes me honestly like so like grateful, like for real grateful for like what they offer us at the school because I never really noticed until they're like, oh, I never took this curriculum or I've never had someone actually like care in a way. Like it's kind of crazy to me.
Yeah.
Even think about that.
And even like the academic support, like when you go, like we have autumn or it's like the PLF sessions, like that's actually mad.
PLFs are clutch.
Yeah.
I feel like when I was an undergrad, it almost made it hard to fail because it's a hard ass class, but as long as you got the PLF every week, something like it's free tutoring in a sense, you know what I mean? So yeah, UCLA education.
Yeah.
they care.
Yeah.
They do. And honestly, I feel like the biggest thing in all of that, like, yes, you have all these responsibilities, all these obligations, but you're around a bunch of people that also are just that driven. So really, it just comes down to your discipline.
Exactly.
Like, you just have to be disciplined, and that's how you balance it. And if
Yeah.
you find yourself like getting off balance, then you kind of reflect and you be like, okay, I could have went to bed earlier. You know
Or
what I'm saying? Like,
I could have went to the class the past 2 weeks.
I could have.
Like,
I really could have.
you know what I mean? Like, I could have went to class.
I should've.
Like, so do y'all ever feel it's hard to like separate yourself from being just an athlete?
I'll let you start off with that because you had a long time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, for sure. Especially when, you know, track practice takes up most of our day. Like, you can't have a job, or like you can't have a typical job. It basically is our full-time job, and on top of that, we got school, got classes and stuff. So, and you know, when you're on campus, you're seen always wearing some kind of athletic stuff.
Yeah.
Always got the blue backpack. You know, just it signals athlete. And,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it's just tough with that, with like that chunk of time dedicated to sports. It's hard to have another identity outside of sports itself or whatever your priority are at the moment.
That's true.
So me, like, yeah, I think I struggle with being labeled just an athlete at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't really have that other part of my life that I can, you know, fall back on. So yeah, it's an interesting one.
Even adding on to that, like, I don't know if it's like just me, but it's hard to like find like internships that like fit within my schedule. You know what I mean? Like, even over the summer,
Right.
like, or even like just apply for a job. Like, I don't know what to put. Like, oh, what criteria do you have? Like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? All I have is like, oh, I took a couple classes. Like, you know what I mean? But I don't really have any like background just because I don't have enough time.
Bro, but you know what? Because I went to the career center because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, how am I supposed to get these shadowing opportunities and these voluntary things? Like, I'm trying to go to med school, but I don't have any things. But they gave us like a whole sheet that's basically like, you're disciplined and you're in athletics for like 20 hours a week. Like, that shows leadership, that shows commitment, that shows like communication. That's something you should really tap into. I have like a bunch of papers, but like the stuff that we're doing, it's like nobody else has that same time to balance those same things. Like for me, for example, like I don't have an issue, me as an individual, separating my identity from an athlete, because I'm like, okay, like, one, I walked onto the team, you know what I mean? So like, I got into school academically. I got Caribbean Student Association and Black Student Athlete Alliance. I think it's mainly like other people. Oh yeah, my sister Caribbean. He has yet to meet him because I've yet to tell him. Bro, I'm about to send you the Instagram after this too. You gotta ICSA UCLA on IG. But yeah, it's like, I feel like it's mainly like a other people thing. Like, whenever I'm talking to people, they'll be like, oh yeah, like, you get this, XYZ. Like, oh, it's so clutch. You have all this, you have priority enrollment. I'm like, no, guys, like, I'm taking 8 a.m. classes. Like, what are we talking about? So I feel like it's difficult for other people to differentiate me as, but like, I'm a student too, you know what I mean? I go here, I'm working just as hard. But for me personally, I'm like, okay, I can separate athletics, but definitely tap in. Like, you have so much going for you simply being an athlete at UCLA and balancing the workload that other people do. Highlight that in your resume. Like, highlight your leadership, highlight your ability to balance school and athletics. Like, that's critical.
But to be honest, that, to your point, that kind of highlights like how difficult it is to be an athlete. Like, those 5-6 hours a day that we're training could be those 5-6 hours that we're studying, like everybody else. So we have to compete for the same grade. It's not like that's factored in when the grading comes out. So all these non-athletes that are getting like A's, B's, whatever. All these out like 20 hours a week that we don't have to study them when they do. And honestly, to your point with the internship, I just started mine.
You got an internship?
I did. But
Congratulations!
But I had to get one for my program. It's actually mandatory for hours to graduate. So I started one at the Wooden Athletic Funds. Shout out Wooden Athletic Fund. But it's tough, you know. They're asking me for next quarter, like, when can you come in? I'm looking at my schedule. Like literally Wednesday morning and like maybe Thursday. You know what I mean?
Friday through Sunday we're traveling.
Now we're traveling. Got practice every day. Like, it's just tough. So like, we have to compete way harder for like real world opportunities.
True.
Like, we have the athlete. Yeah, we can work hard. We can manage time, whatever.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, when all these people have like real internships that can be put on resumes and like have real job experience. Our job experience is just running. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds good in a sense, but really, when it comes to real world applications,
like, you have clinical experience. I was on the track.
Exactly. So athletes are looking at a disadvantage, I feel. In this world, but I mean, shoot, I don't know.
Even adding on to that, like, it just made me think, like, not everyone is gonna go, like, you know what I mean? Not everyone's gonna be pro. Not everyone's gonna, you know what I mean? So even adding on to that, like, we really.
And it's crazy that you dedicate all these hours.
That's crazy. I didn't even think about
to get your
that.
education for it. Of course.
Yeah.
For me, I'm very proud to have my education paid for, but that doesn't mean that I'm set up for after I graduate. Like that, it's still on me to set myself up to still find that job. And with all these hours that I've dedicated to track, I don't have that work experience now. I don't have those internships. Like it's hard to, if you're not going pro, to those like athletes to non-athletes, that transition is very like difficult.
I think it's also good though that we picked a school like UCLA because we're in LA, so we have so many opportunities to meet different types of people.
True.
Like even getting this podcast, like even getting this podcast, I went to like the little NIL thing, and like that's how I met them. Like that's how I got this. So like I guess just putting yourself out there as well,
right? And networking.
And then because a lot of people like athletes. They're like, oh, you know what I mean?
True. Yeah. But sometimes like, and so it is very easy to get in your head though, because when I see people like, yeah, I'm an EMT.
Yes.
Like, yeah, I got 50 hours shadowing. I'm like, all right. I'm like, wait a minute now.
Yeah.
I feel like it's really just putting yourself out there too.
True. And honestly, sometimes like when all like
just stepping out of your comfort zone for
like, opportunities like fade, it's like who you are as a person sometimes can take you a lot farther than opportunities and stuff you're getting.
Exactly.
You know? So.
And of course, just knowing people.
Exactly. Knowing people.
So being in LA, like it's really one big hub for
right, because
everyone kind of knows everybody. It's kind of weird,
especially UCLA. Because bro, you know all those random people that be on. Oh yeah,
you know everybody.
No, she knows everybody. She knows everybody. Like,
bro, even today we were saying,
no, but that's good though. Like that's good though.
We sitting at the majority like 4 different people.
No, but that's good though. I kind of wish I had like more of like I'm like in my moods like where I want to talk, and then sometimes I just don't want to talk. Where I'll just be like, okay, like because I'm just so tired. Like
that's true.
I'm so tired.
I'll be honest, I'm so blind because I don't have my glasses on. Whenever I see somebody, I low key like don't actually recognize.
Wait, so you can't see right now?
I can't, like very poorly.
Now I remember one time he told me that, and we were like on the track.
So people say hi.
And he was like in a relay.
I don't even know if I know you.
So I said something, you'd be like, oh hey.
So you just know based off the voice, like, but your voice is very distinct. So
a lot of people have said that. Some people, I've been walking like getting food at one of the food trucks.
They'll hear your laugh.
In the dorms,
they'll be able to hear me laugh. Yeah.
We just be loud, but yeah, I actually running my mouth. No, it's like no, bro. All jokes aside. UCLA especially is a great place to know people because everybody's going to higher places. Like, I don't care what your major is. I don't care what you're doing. Like everybody is going to higher places.
Mm-hmm.
True. Very true. Hey, you smart knowing everybody. I'll give you it. You smart. You smart.
Okay, next question. Talking more about athletes. So is there any like common misconceptions you think that we get or like hear or like how people perceive us?
Main thing I tell people, like I'm majoring in molecular cell development biology. I want to be a doctor, an orthopedic surgeon. They'll be like, I thought you were dumb. What are we talking about?
Okay,
what are we talking about? I'll be like, are you for real? Or like, also another thing, which is like way more minor. Everybody thinks that we get like free scooters.
Yeah, I heard that.
Wait, really?
Where that came from?
I've been asked a couple times, like, "Oh, y'all get that for free, right?"
Like, no, like, what are you talking about? Yeah, completely different than people thinking that like you don't have a head on your shoulders.
Yeah,
that's something.
I mean, there have been some people where I'm just like, okay, so you got here through sports.
Yeah,
but I'm like,
but it's very rare though. Like it's very rare.
Yeah,
but
also like to make a whole generalization. Because also like it's UCLA, and no matter how athletic you are, there are some schools that simply will not accept you if you don't match their academic.
Right, exactly.
Straight like that. So it's like,
I would say probably 2 things. Maybe one would be that we're like very cocky, like full of ourselves. And the other one would be that we don't associate with non-athletes.
Yes, that was gonna be mine.
Like very groupie.
Which is insane because
I don't know.
Majority of my friends are not athletes.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, now that my social life's kind of gone this high a little bit, I don't like associate with as many non-athletes as I used to. But like simply like back in the day. My undergrad, like most of my friends were non-athletes.
Yeah.
I hang out with them all the time, every weekend. We're going out wherever.
Right.
But I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's weird that they think only athletes are friends with athletes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that'd be my thing because I'm like, I'm not even putting myself on some high mighty horse pedestal.
Yeah.
It's
You're
you
putting me
are.
there. Yeah, and I'm like, I'm just chilling. Like, and it sucks sometimes when you meet people and you're really just trying to talk. Like, I'm trying to talk about school. I'm trying to talk about your passions. They're, oh, how's practice? Oh, it must be hard, huh? Oh, it must be. Like, yes, practice is a big part of my life.
But I don't want to just talk about that.
Because that's not the only thing I
Yeah.
Like, everybody's multidimensional. Like, we all have different passions, different interests. Like, as much as I love track, I love school too. I love painting. I love drawing. You know what I mean? I'm like, we can talk about other things. Like, you know.
No, real shit, for real.
I'd be like,
No, real shit. Mine would definitely be the thing with, like, the friends.
Yeah.
Where it's like, we're just very, like, cliquey.
right.
Which,
And also,
no.
If you see people every day,
Yes.
of course you're gonna be close to them. Like, it's not 'cause,
If
like,
you
I
see
don't wanna
someone
talk to
from
y'all.
2 to 6, basically 7 every day,
That's the whole thing.
like
Yeah.
you're gonna get close with them,
Right.
whether you even like them or not. Like you gotta
gel.
be able to.
Joe.
And to that point, honestly, it becomes easier to even take classes with your teammates.
Yes.
Yes.
Like naturally, I guess, yeah, you guys appear as like two friends.
Or even other athletes because you see them so much, like in Acosta or something like that. Like
your schedule's a lot.
and honestly, I feel like too, it's like they kind of understand more, like how stressed you are, how like your schedule is.
Yeah.
So like y'all can kind of study with each other
It's like the
because
unspoken like familiarity.
yes,
Y'all know
That's so true.
each other's vibe and stuff. Like, oh, y'all busy? Oh, I'm busy too. But maybe in
yes.
class we can work together. Or something.
No, that's so true. That's honestly that's so
Yes.
true. Like
Unspoken, but it's like
yes, like okay, who's taking
And they
yes.
just hear you, like, even something as simple when I tell people, like, oh, I'm tired. Your athlete friend gonna be like, oh, I know. Like, you just
Yeah,
died
totally.
at practice. You just, some people be like, yeah, I'm sleepy too. I had an 8 a.m. And I'll be like, time out.
not the same.
I had an 8 a.m. as well, but I'm also tired because we was just on the track for hours. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Like, yeah.
So do you think like right now, do you think that you would date like a non-athlete or would they have to be athletic for you to date them? I worded that kind of weird, but like
I know what you're saying. Honestly, I don't think you have to have something going for, like, you have to be ambitious.
Yeah.
You can't just be a go to class, go back to the crib. No, I'm sorry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much to do at this school that if you're not doing something else, it's
even
like,
outside of the school, like
yes, it's like, what's going on? I feel like the biggest thing is, like, you just have to be ambitious. You have to have drive. Like, you have to be wanting to go to higher places because, like, I'm in that same kind of level. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, like, athlete or non-athlete doesn't really make a difference. But if you're not an athlete, I would really like if you, like, kind of understood my schedule. Like, if I get back and I'm like, hey, honestly, I just want to take a fat nap, then we can get back to it.
not them getting mad at you.
Exactly, because there definitely is people, like, even some friends, like the friends I have now, I'm so blessed for them. They're like my brothers and sisters. Like, they definitely understand, like, the timing constraints and, like, what I go through. But, like, if it was a significant other, like my partner, they would just have to kind of understand where I'm coming
Yeah.
from. But it's like, it's not necessarily isolated. It's like, oh, you're an athlete or not. It's really just, like, understanding each other.
Yeah.
I would say probably as long as y'all have like your own separate lives,
Yes.
can't be dependent on each other. That's like the main thing. So,
True.
I mean, personally, I would love for my person to be like active. They don't have to be not an athlete, but active at least like in the gym, whatever.
That's big, too.
But then kind of what you said, like they have stuff going on. They're not just like, I don't know, lazy. They're not,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're ambitious, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't have to be an athlete though. And obviously, yeah, that like mutual understanding of each other's time. Like if I'm dying at practice, tired as hell, you know, I don't
Yeah.
certain things that I'm really tired. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like it's just that like underlining understanding. So
And you gotta really watch who you're around, because when I first got here, like,
Yeah.
there was people
Yeah.
that would make me feel bad
Yeah.
about the fact that I was busy, or make me feel bad about the fact that I was tired. I'm like, what are we talking about?
And you get like pressured, like honestly.
yes.
Yeah.
But like you just feel bad, like you kind of like
like, oh,
want to
I
just
done
you kind of
that?
just go just to go. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's like, I'm not taking care of myself if I go. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because it's like, I really do need to go to sleep, or I really do need to just sit down, eat my food, get my work done.
chill. Sometimes just chill
relax.
too.
Yes, just be by myself and just
Yeah.
calm.
What you think?
Honestly, I agree. Like I've kind of like gone away from the athletes. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because it's like I don't know, especially like at this school,
Yeah.
like they're just not really giving for like they're just really not like I don't know how to explain it. They're just like not giving like it's very much just like like if I ask like, oh, let's go on a date, like, oh, I'm tired, which I understand, but it's like, bruh, like if I want to date you, if I want to be your boyfriend, like I expect certain stuff, and it's like, what do you mean? You can't even take me on a date?
Also,
like
this
I'm just
is
gonna sit in your room, like
Right. And that's my
Fair
biggest
enough,
thing
fair
about
enough,
it.
you could. That's why I'd rather just date like just a regular athlete, like I mean regular student,
Yeah.
like engineer, business, like
Heavy
something.
on the engineer.
You get what I'm saying?
Um, Yeah.
You know,
chemical, you know.
like something in that realm, or even somebody that does like my major, like communications, stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean?
I just like also something about non-athletes that I've realized, and obviously this does not go for like every single athlete, but a lot of non-athletes, like I just feel like they be mad down to earth.
Yeah.
Like, just real humble. Like, yes, I have all this going for me, but at the end of the day, like if I'm trying to pursue you,
I don't know about that one.
At least the ones that I've met.
Okay.
Let me clarify, the ones that I've met.
Okay.
Because I feel like if someone's not down there, I just don't really associate it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll bring it down to the people that I know.
Yeah, okay,
that aren't athletes. They're very down to earth, and it's very like, okay, like if you're my friend, if I have love for you, or if I'm trying to pursue you, like, okay, this day, this time, let's do this. You know what I mean? Very straight to the point.
I feel like also we're at an age where it's like you kind of need to like fit into my schedule. You get what I'm saying? Like I have a certain like, not even to sound like
No.
you get what I'm saying? Like you gotta ask like, okay, are you free December 14th?
Yeah.
At 2:00. Like you can't just ask me like, oh, are you free tomorrow? Because I'll most likely either be at practice or I'll be doing something else, like to get money or just something. Like you kind of gotta fit into my schedule.
Right. And that's why I'd be like, you low-key just gotta have a plan. But that's like whether you're an athlete or not an athlete, like you just gotta be kind of like on your stuff. And that goes for me too. Like you're on your stuff, I'm on my stuff. Let's be on our stuff together. You know what
talking about two different lives. Y'all not
exactly. Like I'd never ask anything of you that I myself am not doing or like
period.
living up to that same standard. Yeah. So
Oh, interesting question.
yeah, you feel?
No, I agree. Because have y'all ever had like a friend where it's like they're so like reliant on you to like for their happiness, or like not even just like boyfriend girlfriend, but like you've never?
I would say
I have, and it was like I had to cut her off, but like we were like really really good friends, and I had to cut her off. Like it was actually so sad. Because it's like I want to be there for you, but it's like if you're treating me like this just because like of what's going on in your life, like I don't deserve that. You know what I mean?
Because I feel like everybody has something going on, and also to a degree, like it sucks sometimes if they're not like that at first, and then all of a sudden they start
it's just so random. Like that's never happened to you. Being here, that's never happened to you, because like like with the stress of like school, like because a lot of people are like failing their classes, like they just don't talk about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I guess, but I don't being the male here on the moment. I don't know.
I feel like it's different. It's different for girls, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've never really met a friend who, to be honest, I'm very selective with my friends as it is already. Like I'm not really the type to associate with everyone. My
for real.
Pretty close.
Nah, for real.
But I feel like to even be in that circle, we're not dependent on each other at all. Like we like vibe, and like we associate well, and we have jokes, whatever. But I don't think I really had anyone who like relies on me or depends on me to the emotional level. Like I don't know. It's weird.
Wait, okay. I got a question too. Wait, you can continue.
Oh, I was gonna say like that's my thing. Like I know mad people. But if you ever ask me who I'm hanging out with, it's the same people.
Yes.
Like my phone, the people I call, it's
the same people.
Yes, and it's like we all act right. You know what I'm saying? It's like no, like there's a certain standard decency and there's certain boundaries that you have to have. With your friends, like that we just don't cross. It's like I'm never gonna sit here and expect you to drop absolutely everything. Corrupt your academics, your athletics, your this.
Yeah.
Because I'm having a bad day. Everyone has a bad day. You know what I'm saying? Like no.
Yeah. So I have a question, because I saw this thing and it was like guys, like their friendships are very like surface level.
Nah.
So you don't think that's true?
I would take a bullet for like any of my roommates.
So y'all have like serious conversations?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, that's really good. That's good. It's not just about girls.
Like mind you, like I think it's so deep that like if you ask me surface level stuff, I'm like I have no idea. But if you ask me like I don't know, something super super deep my boy might be struggling with, no, I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah, of course.
I know that for myself. I know that information. I know everything going on with them. Like we're well.
Wait, who do you stay with?
Well past the surface. I'm with Cam, Seymour-ish, but like our group is beyond that, of course. But we're like all super close.
I love that.
I love that.
And to be honest, I feel like that whole like superficial.
I feel like it's only for
anybody.
Yeah.
It's like you either have good friends or you just have bad friends, and you like talking about crap. You know what I'm saying? And that can be for like anybody across like.
I feel like that's the difference though between like a boy and a man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like little boys be having I feel like little boys and like even like little girls,
Right. Girls.
They be they be having very much just like surface level, like nothing.
I can't stand a oh my God, what did this person say to me one time? Oh, like, you know when you give somebody a problem and a solution, so something so simple, they'll be like, I don't know if I should do red or blue, and I'll be like, okay, you should pick red because
Yeah.
X, Y, Z. But the blue is so, why are we going back and forth?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is.
Like, you know what you want to do.
Yeah, it's like you just want to talk about it, but it's so minimal in the grand scheme of things. Like, obviously that was a very, like, shallow example, but it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people, when it's like, you know what you want to do, you just got to make up your mind and your decisions for yourself. Like, you can't always be asking people to, like, guide your life for you. Like,
True.
can't do that.
But it's also important to have friends for those, like.
Yeah, to set you straight, for real.
Like,
Yeah.
I know, whenever I'll go through something, I'm like, man, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
My boys will be the ones. Well, we know.
Even my
I would
sisters.
imagine you would like to do this because they
Right.
know me. They know like
Right.
what I represent. What I
Right.
Yeah.
like, so y'all might ask about the surface level stuff, and of course that's not something to go back on,
Right.
Yeah.
back and forth, whatever. But
Right.
like, I think it's good to have the friends that when you really don't know what to do,
Right. They can give you advice. And the
Yeah.
other thing is,
Because you have to be able to trust them too.
yeah, and they can hold you accountable. And it's
Yes.
like if you surround yourself with good people, you know what they're saying to you is
Mm-hmm.
A, actually in your best interest, and it's only gonna like push you to be better. Like, I know that you're not telling me something at the detriment of me. Because there's also some people like, you know, like
They're
I forget what
secretly
they call it.
hating.
Yes, I forget.
They're secretly envious, and so like they'll tell you
And
to
they're
do.
giving you advice to
Yes.
screw you over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you surround yourself with good people that you
That's
know
the
what they're
LA
saying is
stuff.
gonna- Oh God.
Uh-oh.
That's the LA stuff.
Low-key. None of us are
High
from
key.
Cali.
High key.
Yeah.
High key.
I can see that.
Sorry.
But going to the next question, that kind of goes into it. So none of us are from Cali. I don't know if y'all ever said where y'all are from.
I don't know.
And I'm from Jersey.
Yeah, but so none of us from Cali. So what was like the biggest thing coming from the East Coast or like the North, coming from the North and the East to like LA?
I'll start with East Coast to West Coast, specifically Northeast. People are very to the point. Like,
That's how it is in the that's how it is in the South.
yeah,
but
like,
it's very sweet in the
never-
South.
And up north, it's not sweet. It's
Yeah.
very like, what are you doing that for? Like, but people are. That's how you know
Yeah.
if somebody actually genuinely values you, because what they say is exactly what they mean.
Yeah.
And if they're gonna ride for you, and if they're your friend, that's how it goes. I feel like everybody out here is very concerned with. I'm not gonna say everybody, but like people out here in general are very concerned with seeming nice rather than actually being kind. So it's like.
Ooh, you ate with that one.
You feel me?
You
It's
ate.
like,
You
they wanna
ate.
be like,
You ate.
wow,
You
like,
ate.
I'm so helpful. I'm so this. Like, I'm so kind. I'm so considerate.
They
You
just
can
wanna-
ask me anything, but they don't actually care.
They want to seem like a good person on the outside, but that's not their character.
Yes.
So it always falls back on
Yes.
like, oh yeah, I'm a shitty ass person.
There's
like,
always an example like that somebody gives about like a car. Like if you pull over on the side of the road, your car, like your tire's messed up, you have to fix it. Somebody out here would be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, oh my gosh, like I hope that it gets fixed. Like I'm wishing the best for you. Like
Yeah.
positive energy, positive vibes, and they're gonna drive off. You know what I'm saying? Back home, they're gonna be like, what's wrong with you? Why would you hit that curb? Of course your tire popped. Move over, let me do it. You don't know what you're doing, but they're gonna fix your tire for you.
yeah,
And you're
it's
gonna
like
get
tough
home.
love.
Yes.
Yeah, no. One time I went on a date with this guy, and he wanted to get his like car cleaned, and he was so surprised that I wanted to help him like clean his car.
Right.
Like just
I'm
help,
like,
like just help him clean it.
Right.
I was like,
It's like, why wouldn't
and he
I?
was like, well, none of the people out here would ever do that. Like that's so. I was like, what?
Weird.
Because like even back home, like
Right.
if my dad would be like, you're gonna come help me clean, like, you know what I mean? Come help me clean the
Exactly,
car, like.
exactly. And to that point, whenever I do something for somebody, just out of love,
It's-
like, okay,
yeah.
you want me to pay you back? What are you
Yes.
talking about? Like, no, I can't
Yes,
just help you out.
that's like me if I asked y'all for $3 each for the Uber here. Like,
Like it's an Uber.
You get what
like, or like, hey, if you need it, I got you. You know? what I'm saying?
but like,
Yeah.
but like
I
that's
get what you're saying.
crazy. Like
It's
that's
like-
crazy.
It's like a you got me, I got you.
Yeah,
That's always how
exactly.
it's been, and that's very different from out here. And that's saying because like I'm from Jersey, but my mom's side of the family's from the South. My dad's from the Caribbean, so like there's a little bit
Okay.
of differences in my house, but like overall, like that's the kind of vibe that I get out here.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I find it hard to differentiate a lot because I feel like the biggest difference in Canada is the amount of diversity. Because our immigrant borders way more easier to get into Canada than it is the States. So naturally, we
Yeah.
have a lot more diverse people and a lot more diverse culture over there. But you know that comes with this great community. There's like nice Indian families, for example, but then there's also nice families here. Like I don't really see too much of a difference, honestly. I don't find that it's that fake in LA. I feel like maybe we have different.
He hasn't met the wrong
I-
people. He hasn't met the wrong people yet.
Been around for real, but like I feel like in LA, if you are at least like nice, and I try to be like very, if I don't even know you, then I will try to be the like nicest guy, present myself a nice way. To what what I experience is people reflect that same vibe or same whatever energy you go in with is what you'll get back. And so if you come
Okay, but Myles, also you gotta understand, you're not like you're pretty. Like you're not, you know what I mean? And no, but that's like a big thing in LA because people here are so shallow. To where it's like I feel like if you weren't as attractive, you know what I mean? The vibe would probably be different. And I feel like it's also different for a girl, even if you are attractive.
Right.
Like,
because I know certain people treat me the way I do because I'm also an athlete.
Yeah.
Like something that you have to offer them.
Yeah.
Type deal.
Yeah.
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 That's real.
I feel like in LA, in my opinion, I would say, yeah, the attractive girls have it easier.
Yeah.
And like the rich, successful men have it easier. If you don't fall in either of those categories, then yeah, you're like, you're admittedly, I think you're treated differently. You're struggling.
And I feel like it could low-key be something even as simple as like making plans. Like I feel like back home, like low-key word is law. And if I can't make something, like if I make a plan and I'm just like, hey, we're gonna meet tomorrow, 5 p.m. Let's
communicate.
Yes, and if something doesn't work out, I'm so sorry, I have this going on, but that's like hours in advance.
Is that with,
Yeah.
is that with your friend group or is that with like professional people?
This is with your friends. Like even even something calm and casual. Like if I say, okay, we have this at 5 p.m. I'm gonna stick to that as best as I can. Out here, people are so quick to be like flake or not even let you know type deal. Like they won't even let you know. They'll just be like 5 p.m. will come. My fault, yo. I got that. I'm like, okay, well, why didn't you just say that? Like I'm very heavy on the just say that. Like it's not rude of you to just be like, you know what? I actually don't feel like going, or actually, that's not what I want to do, or I have X, Y, Z for. And I feel like that kind of goes into the people try to be nice thing. Like they want to make it. They're like, oh yeah. Like I'm so down. Like let's go here. So now I'm thinking we're amped. Now I'm thinking we leaving at 5 p.m. tomorrow. Whole time you never wanted to go in the first place. So then when the date comes, you're like,
Who flaked you?
Cat, you know, I gotta walk my fish.
You know what though? I'll be honest.
When did you get flaked?
Multiple times, just out here, like, just playing.
See, that's
like,
never happened to me.
And it's not like they're bad people, and it's not like they're trying to be rude or nothing.
Yeah.
It's just like low-key a culture. Like people are just very comfortable being like, actually, you know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah. That's why there's not my people. Like, not my friends would never. But you know what I'm saying? Like people, I've definitely had to distance myself from because I'm like, you could have just said that. Like you're not even answering your phone, you're not even texting, like you're not even communicating. Like
I think it depends on the person though.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the person. Like, because hearing you say that, I think admittedly I'm guilty of that in certain scenarios, but also only with certain people. Like if it's my people that I care for, why would I flake? Or at least I would be upfront, I can't do this, can't do that type thing. But I think, looking back on like my years here, there's definitely been times where I've flaked just because, but simply because I didn't care enough though. You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference.
Right, and that's my thing though, because I'm the kind of person to be like, oh, if you don't want to go, just say it. Or I'll be like, if you don't want to, I'll literally be like, hey, if you don't want to do this, just say that it's okay.
Yeah.
But it's then when people press, no, I'm so ready, I'm so down, I'm so
Fair, okay,
That's crazy. You know what I mean? Because if somebody
like they do a lot.
You're doing way too much and you didn't want to do it in the first place. And literally, that's okay. Like, it's literally calm. That's okay. But why are you making it such a big ordeal, such a big issue, only to just not show up? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that be getting me.
Fair.
Because you can tell when you're not close with somebody, and that's like a whole different scenario. You know what I mean? Because if there's somebody I'm not close to, I don't want to go, I'm like,
okay, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? I'm not just going to be like, heck no. You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely not. But I'll definitely be like, oh, I don't know. We'll see. I think that's completely different.
We'll see is crazy.
Yeah. I'll be like, I may be able to, you know. But I also just say that to my friends. Like, if I'm not certain, I'll be like, I might be able to. Let me check my schedule.
Nah, for me, I'll literally just be like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really want. I'm gonna be honest. I don't. But that's just how it is. Like,
but people take that a certain way out here.
Really?
I feel like they take that a certain way.
Oh dang.
I'd rather that.
Yeah. No, I'll be honest. Like, I really just don't want to go, or like, you know what I mean?
I feel like I say that to people.
But that's just how it is. Like,
what? I'll be like, whoa.
No, it's better than being in the bush, because then at the end of the day,
yeah. See,
when that date comes.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, people should just be up.
Yeah, no, I don't even beat around the bush now.
Yeah.
Like,
it's hard to do though with certain people, like, because you don't want to,
offend them.
Yeah, you don't want to upset them, so you're kind of like, oh yeah, maybe, but.
But I just feel like back home, everybody's very like, what they say is what they. Because when I tell people like, I might be able to, let me check. That's what I mean. You know what I mean? But if I actually don't want to go, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not interested.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be honest.
But I think that's the biggest difference out here. People out here in general are gonna try to be like, oh, I don't want to seem like I can't go, or I don't want to seem like I'm dogging you, I don't want to seem like I'm dissing you, or like I'm not interested, you know what I mean? And I think that's where it kind of comes into play, the kind of difference from the West Coast to at least where I'm from, Northeast, because everybody back home is very blunt, but there's nothing behind it. Like whatever I say, there's no tone or emotion. It's just, no, I just don't want to go. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I'll see you next time, you know?
That's how it is. I feel like honestly it just depends like the person that you're talking to, like if they're sensitive or like how they take certain stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because also I met mad people from out here, like them people from like Carson, Long Beach, Inglewood, like I don't know, something about those people that I've met.
They're just San Diego. They just be chilling.
Just be cool, just real. Obviously, there's more places in there, but like those.
Okay, LA is different.
Yeah, I think LA is different.
Interesting.
You don't think so?
I don't know. Well, like I think personally, I don't think I've been around as many cities to be able to tell, honestly.
But you can't tell. Like I can just always tell when someone's like, "Oh, I'm from San Diego." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, I could tell you were. I could tell you weren't from LA."
For real?
Yeah, because like my roommate's from San Diego.
Actually,
so like,
say that I agree.
Yeah.
I think when I meet someone like from Stockton, for example.
Stockton.
Stockton.
That's. Who you know from Stockton? Who you know from Stockton? Like.
I can meet some Stockton people, but like. Those people, I don't know, for some reason, they're like always like very fiery and very like whatever. I can be very honest with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just Stockton as an example, but like LA, I don't know. I feel like it's very mixed.
Yeah.
Very dependent on.
Everybody's from everywhere too.
Yeah, very dependent on who
like,
it is.
You can
like,
be
some
from
people,
Inglewood, you
yeah,
can be
some people
from.
super honest with, and some people like very sensitive. They want to start a fight or like start some kind of drama over something. You know, I'm like, and I hate like drama situations, all that. So I like, you know. But,
has anyone ever tried to fight you?
no, not in LA.
Oh, not in LA.
He specified not in LA.
Has anyone tried to fight you here?
No, because I just
People have tried to fight me here.
You?
For none of that.
What? See?
No.
But like, it's BS.
It's about boys.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like stuff like that. Like, it's about like boys. Like boys I don't care about.
Hey,
like,
what kind of person tried to press you? I'm curious. Like,
wait, it was a non-athlete.
but like, are they?
They cool. They look crazy.
Like, how are they? Like, are they like very like fiery? Are they very like dramatic? Or you actually did something?
No, I didn't do anything.
This is the interesting part.
No. I actually didn't do anything.
This is the one. Is like,
No. I actually didn't do anything. She literally just assumed. Like she just assumed, and then she kind of just went with it.
Yeah.
So you know me, I'm kind of just like looking dumb because I'm like what's going on? Like what's going on?
That's my other thing. I'm big on it. It's not beef. Like we just don't necessarily have to associate. And that's okay. But I've heard people be like, "Oh, Jordan, she said she don't like you." Oh, I just said hi to her yesterday. What are we talking about? She said hi to me.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm like, what are we talking about? Like, yeah, that's something, I don't know.
They be real different behind, right.
I just don't like drama. And I'm just like, if it really came down to that and we really had a problem, I feel like you could have just said like, hey, you know what, when you did X, Y, Z, that rubbed me the wrong way, da-da-da. But if you never said that, then it's like, because you know you're in the wrong. Like, you know I actually did not do anything at all. And that's okay. Because sometimes you just don't gel with people. Like, no beef stuff. Like, sometimes people just aren't your people. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? I feel like people just got to know how to walk away and know that it's not no beef. It's not it's not disrespect. It's not nothing. You're a great person. You're just not my friend. I'm not your like.
Yeah.
But do y'all think that scenario comes around more in women or in men? Like, in terms of
communicating, like if you have a problem with someone.
Yeah, like
honestly, like for me personally, I've learned just like for scenarios like that, if I know it's about a guy, I don't even step to her. Like I don't even care enough. Like I don't even care enough. I really only ask like, what's the problem? If I actually care about you. Like if me and Jordan was being weird towards me, I would come up to her and ask her like girl, like what's going on? Like
are we okay?
If she says something like, oh, I think you want blah blah blah. I'd be like
some crazy stuff that you know.
I'd be like these, like I'd probably laugh at her face for real. I'll probably make her more mad.
Because you're not being serious.
Yes,
you're not serious. There's no way you're mad about that.
You get what I'm saying? But if it's about something that, like, if I know that I actually did something, most of the time I'll usually come up to the person anyways before I even, because I'll just feel so bad. Like that conscience gets me. So I'll be like, okay, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna come up to you straight, and I'm just gonna tell you like, hey,
I'm so sorry.
I don't want it to come out and like make it seem weird, like if I was acting weird, like whatever.
And I'll adjust it up.
I'm like that type.
Yeah, and I feel like, because I have a lot of guy friends. I have a lot of girls and I have a lot of guy friends. I'll feel like I feel like it just comes into play with people that just aren't your people.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people that you're close to, that'll never happen. People that they love you and they respect you, because if I ever do anything to rub you the wrong way, or you do anything to rub me the wrong way, we can talk about it.
Yeah.
And we can take accountability and we can discuss. It'd be the people that just you meet and it's like they don't know truly who you are, because that's when they start making assumptions about your character, and they think that you're doing some weird thing. They think you're going low down. Then they start being, oh, I don't like her because of XYZ. But then it's like they keep not liking you because they never actually come to you and address you because you're not close like that. Like, I think that's when that comes.
I think that's another thing, because I'm so used to having like long friendships. Like my best friend, I've known her since kindergarten, since we were like 5. You know what I mean? Like majority of my friends I've known since middle school, kindergarten, elementary school. Like so I'm very like foundation, like you know what I mean? Like I like to build friendships. Like I don't like to just cut you off after a year or 2 years. Like that's just not me. So coming out here and then having a friend and then her just randomly like turning on me, that was so different to me. That's like that was like a whole like turning point. Like girl, like I just talked so highly of you and now you're trying to fight me over a man.
Because I thought we
You get what I'm saying? Like it's like that. But I feel like it's different for guys because you know.
It's different for guys. I feel like I personally don't think I'd ever fight a guy over a girl per se, unless it was my actual like if it's a close friend, I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
other
you know better.
Yeah, but other than that, like you're free to do whatever. I can't say anything. I don't have to say anything. And yeah, I don't think. I mean, especially with my group here, I don't think we've ever fought once. Like anyone in the whole group never fought once, especially over anything serious, like ever. So I don't know. I feel like it's definitely like very person dependent, very dependent on the individual. But I mean, if you keep your circle close.
And you surround yourself with good people.
Yeah. You having problems, unless, like you said, it's with that person who doesn't really know you.
Exactly.
Then it's like, all right, I can. Yeah. If you rub me the wrong way, then it's like, I don't like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like, I'm actually not gonna interact with you.
Yeah. Like I think honestly, my kind of bad habit is like if I get rubbed the wrong way, like I don't really know you, I don't really forget it. Like I just don't. Like
yes.
Me too.
No. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. Like if I see you do like if I'm meeting you for the first time and then I see you do something, I'm like,
you know what I mean? You just can't forget it.
Like, I'm gonna still be like, and then I'm gonna start still like peeping stuff or like hearing stuff. Then I'm gonna be like, okay, so I was right because you are kind of off a little bit.
I feel like that'd be your intuition though.
Yes.
That's like your mind protecting you from people that just are not meant for you.
They're not meant to be in your life, for real.
At all.
What?
Spiritual. They're just not meant for to be in your life.
They're not.
You don't believe in that?
Real talk.
I can't say I do, but I mean, I guess I do in a sense. Like clearly, if I don't get that vibe, I don't like you.
Do you believe in like soulmates and like soul ties and stuff?
I want to say I do. But I don't know. I'm not old enough to speak.
Old enough.
You know? I get that age of wisdom.
Yeah, it's definitely still life to live, but I would like to say, there's that. Like,
yeah, we are so young.
Yeah.
So do y'all ever get scared like what's gonna happen after college?
Oh, for sure.
Have y'all ever? You've hit that already?
I know. Yeah, that's only my second year, bro.
You're tripping. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, you actually are tripping. Because I'm thinking about it now, too, and I'm only a junior. Like, I still got a whole year.
I'm in it now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It is stressful. And, like, honestly, seeing people in my program, like, scramble, because people even graduate this quarter, and seeing them scramble what they're going to do next, where they're going to go.
That's so scary.
Will, for example, is a perfect example because he graduates this quarter, and he's like, now I don't even know where I'm going to live. I can't live in LA. That realization is going to hit me pretty hard. I feel like me being from another country, I'm deported back. You know what I mean? Like, so that is like, do I want to?
That's not funny, but
so, you know, it's like, do I even want to have? Do I want to continue my life here? Do I want to continue my life in Canada? Like that off rip, I'm like, so I'm already divided. If I go back home, what do I do back home? If I stay here, what am I gonna do here? You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, that's.
Wow. Do you think you want to grow, like, have your family in LA, or do you think you want to go back to Canada?
Personally, I mean, just out of fear, I'd rather live in Canada.
Honestly, Canada doesn't sound that bad. At all. You know, I've been with Kat.
Maybe.
Like maybe not even Northeast, but even like.
Like, I never lived East Coast.
Yes, girl, go to the South. Honestly, I think I'm gonna move back to the South.
Really? Like, my uncles live in Charlotte.
What's that look for?
No, I mean, like, if I got a job here, then but I don't think I would want to raise my kids here.
Yeah, that's what
just
I'm
because.
saying.
Also, I heard that the education is not good here.
Bro.
Yeah.
Jersey has a
Like
good public
like
education.
Bailey and like Zoe and all them were telling me how the education system is just not good
My
here.
friends tell me that too. My friends tell me that.
I did not know that.
In Georgia, they don't play.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Hey, okay, yeah.
They don't play.
Little test scores. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Better.
Say not, they don't do that no more.
And what?
It used to be a standardized test, NJ Ask.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Hey, ask.
NJ Ask.
Yeah.
And you gotta speak English. No one knows. Don't know what you're,
Right, like I
don't know.
I was just like, okay.
Don't know what you're saying, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could raise my kids in the States. Just off of like honestly, stereotypes of being in America. Or my kids can get shot when I drop them off. Like just stuff like that, which I'm sure I'm thinking the extreme, obviously, but coming from
No,
like
no, but that's so
real
reason.
life.
It's
Yeah.
sad though that you have to think like
Yeah.
that, but it's so.
like in Canada, we don't have all these gun laws y'all have.
Yeah,
I
that's what
just
Kat
have
was
that-
saying.
Yes, I just have that like sense of safety
Mhm.
when I drop off my kids.
And that's so valid. All these school shootings.
Yeah, but the
trigger.
the flip side is that I feel like in LA at least there's so much opportunity to do whatever. You can meet whoever, you can find niche jobs that you didn't even know existed and make a
Really?
crazy living.
But also, you can find a job here and then just move when you want to start a family.
Fair enough, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, 'cause, I don't want kids till I'm about 30. So,
Right.
Okay.
you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Like, when do you want kids? You want kids young?
Nah, like
I could see you
Like-
being a young dad though, like having a kid like next year.
He said, cut that out, cut that out.
Snip, snip is crazy.
like 27, 28. I feel like it's reasonable. Like approaching my 30s, but I want to be in my 30s having my first kid.
Okay.
I wanna, like
That's
a little young, but not,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I think my dad was like 33. That's too old for me.
Wow. Okay.
28 is like, yeah,
Good.
it's time. Give me that next little,
It's time.
yeah, give me that little.
But you gotta find a wife first too. So.
Of course.
You know.
Of course.
You
But we got some time.
Right.
You do.
But yeah, the kid's not coming
We're
for.
gonna get invitations to the wedding. Yeah, look at this guy. Get a load of this guy.
Okay. At least he's not lying.
Well,
Maybe.
Yeah, he's
And then we just never get nothing in the mail.
He's gonna be like, yeah,
But
of
look,
course.
you can do like some singing. Y'all were just doing the little singing right before the show started.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Give him a beat.
Little live. Nah, relax. A little live show.
Hey, we
We'll
can't
see.
know.
What? Am I getting invites to y'all wedding or what?
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, if I get married, yeah.
I mean, if you get married, you don't want to get married.
Because I have to find someone that I would want to raise my kids to. I gotta find
Of my life
yes,
with-
spend the rest of my life with. Like, I feel like people don't really think about it, but like, you're gonna spend the rest of your life with them, number one, and then they're also gonna raise your kids. So
Yeah.
you gotta find someone that really has the same kind of morals, the same kind of values as you as well, because they're gonna be raising your kids.
And that
like,
clicks with you in different elements. Because also, me being here at school versus me being back home versus me being with my family versus me being with my friends, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the same person, but there's so many different levels to me. And it's like, you gotta be compatible with it all.
Yeah.
Like, I can't be at Thanksgiving, we sing a karaoke, you just wanna sit at the table and eat your, no, come on, like, get up, you singing with
Hey,
me.
I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna be hard for you to find a guy with as much energy as you got.
yeah.
I've actually
No, but
Oh, hey, hey, okay.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
Actually, hello?
Oh.
I found them, like, not the one, but like,
You've
I've
seen those
found-
people.
No, but you know what I've learned too?
Like, I know they exist.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just me, but I like talking to people that are like the complete opposite of me.
In what sense?
Like, I wouldn't say I'm as energetic as Jordan, but you know, like I like to like, you know, I like to go skydiving. I like to go,
Spontaneous.
yeah, I like to do like spontaneous stuff.
Right.
And so finding someone that's kind of like the opposite of that, but still wants to do it, I feel like that's what I need, because then they can also just calm me down and like, you know what I mean? We can stay in and watch Polar Express and drink hot cocoa, like.
Because I've definitely like encountered very like calm dudes.
And I love
who are just
it.
as spontaneous.
Yes.
They're just as like, okay, come on. Let's
Because
go,
when
let's go,
they're
let's
too
go.
spontaneous and too much, I'm like, okay,
both be
like dang, am I just annoying? Like,
Yeah. No, I feel like I know myself. I'm very like nonchalant. I'm just chilling out.
yeah,
Oh, y'all want to do this? All right, cool. Let's go. Like
yeah, that's what I'm saying, like that
whatever.
type, yeah.
But I mean, shoot, I look at someone like Jordan with a lot of energy. I don't know if I could raise myself to that level. Like I'm not singing karaoke. I'm gonna be straight up.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not my thing. But
that's what I'm saying. Like even just messing with my family, like I don't expect somebody to have the same exact energy as I do. Because also I got ADHD too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just got like, a lot of energy, but like people that just match the vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Like, you
saying.
can be chilling. There's literally no issue. But like if it starts being like a yo, you're not having a good time. That's the kind of you know what I mean? Like,
fair.
You know, when people
Yeah,
can be in
fair.
their own world,
Fair.
but it's like you're still present, kind
Yeah.
of. I think that's very different than being like closed off, like isolated in a space. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's like a compatibility thing also, because again, people can be good people, but not like good for who you are as a person.
Yeah.
And that's like literally perfectly okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, that was pretty deep. But you know what? The problem with compatibility is that like that's only, I feel like that's like the first surface level thing.
Yeah.
Because after that, it's like finances. Then it's
Ooh,
religion.
Yeah.
And it's like, where do you want to live? Where do you see us living in X amount of years? Like,
how do you want to raise your kids?
how do you want to raise your kids? What is your
No, that's actually something I
like,
think about all the time.
there's so many questions. Like my boy back home going through right now, he's in his first relationship in a few years. He like loves this girl, whatever. But at the end of the day, he's Muslim and she's Christian. And so like they like parents, they're all cool, they're compatible, whatever. They like have a great time. But so I asked him like, so what are you gonna do later? He's like, we'll find out later.
And that's crazy.
And to me, that's like,
But you
I
gotta
don't
think
know,
of-
that's good enough, a good enough answer.
Yeah.
We'll find out later because
Let's
that's like,
talk about it now.
yeah, that's gonna come up at some point.
Yeah, and you can't keep ducking it.
Yeah.
Wait, how long have they been dating for?
Only that long, probably like around a year. But still, like he's
But
very like
still,
into it,
that's-
very like very good like honeymoon phase,
y'all are-
still lasting.
Because y'all are at that age where
where it's
pop a
like-
ring for real.
Hold on, hey,
I mean,
ain't that old? Ain't that 22? Ain't that bad? But relax.
no, back in the day, people were getting married at like 23.
People do.
Yeah.
People do. But yeah.
So you never know. I mean, a year is enough time to know for real.
You think? I feel like you need like.
Yes.
Nah, not a year.
I feel like
You don't think people be getting married in like 6 months?
that's crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy. 6 months crazy.
Because I feel like you really have to know. Because as you're saying, all those other levels.
Because it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out.
But it's and like sometimes people do get married that fast and it works out because you just so happen to be compatible as you're going through those stages. But I really feel like somebody has to get to know you. They have to get to know your family. You have to get to know their family. You have to travel together. You know what I mean? Like there's so many things you have to do to see like, hey.
Yeah.
do we
Oh my
really
God.
work?
Travel together. Yes.
Big on travel together.
Why is that? Hey, hold on. Why is that a big thing?
Because I feel like when people
Because then you see how they live.
and like also you see how they
Like-
experience new things. Because for me personally, like I'm very big on I want to explore. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I've been a lot of places. I've been to like South Korea. I've been to France. I've been to Luxembourg. I've been to all over the Caribbean. Like I've been mad places.
Yeah.
I like somebody who's like, hey, I'm very open-minded. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's taste this new food. Like one thing about me, like I can't really hang around like really picky eater. Like yeah, you can be my friend, but having like a strong relationship with somebody that doesn't want to try new things.
Okay.
That's something that for me, I'm like, no, because if I want to go to France and I'm like, oh, let's try this, I'm so
Yeah.
excited, and you're like, no, everything I say, no.
Someone that's just very like uptight. I can't do
Yeah, I
uptight.
can't
That's
do
what
that.
that is.
But that's like something I wouldn't know until I, really start going out with you, really start going to, and obviously it's not going to be 3 years. Like 3 years in, you not wanting to try a duck is not going to make me,
Duck is good.
duck is mad good. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Have you
that's
ever-
something
have you ever
get
tried
to
frog
know
legs?
people. Yes.
Frog legs
it
are
tastes
so
like
good.
Fishy chicken.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, but you can also see how they live because it's like you can see if they're dirty. You never had like a roommate. Like even having a roommate, like you can see how that person really is.
Okay.
True.
I get.
You know what I mean? Or like going like I don't know how it is for guys when guys. Do y'all be doing like guy trips?
Yeah.
Okay. So like when girls be doing girl trips, like you can really see how your friend really is. Like is she nice? Is she polite to like the custodian
Or you
or
go
just
to
someone?
waiter. Yes.
Yes.
There's servers.
Not custodian, waiters. Yes.
But other people, like when you're in a
you can see do they leave just everything everywhere in the room like
Fair.
Sometimes people switch up when they feel entitled to something. Like when they get in a hotel and they're like, oh, they're supposed to do this. Oh, they
Yeah.
I'll
That's
be
what you're saying.
bro.
yes.
But that's a matter of how you're raised, though.
True.
Exactly.
Like
but-
me being raised with a Jamaican dad, he would not tolerate any of that.
Yeah.
Like, he would box me the second I, try to do anything rebellious or whatever like that.
Exactly.
But so now me being an adult, I want that same like philosophy
Trait,
in
yeah.
my partner.
Yeah,
you know?
trait, yep.
But other people who weren't raised like that, they don't really care. They
Exactly. They just go.
But that's crazy to me though.
But that's also why I feel like you have to wait before you really are like, okay, I want to marry this person. because I feel like you don't really get into the depths of like this is how you were raised, this is
Yeah,
prepare you
that's
until later.
That's why when I hear 6 months,
Nah.
6
Have y'all
months.
ever watched like 90 Day Fiance?
Yeah, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh my god, that show is so good.
Basically, just marry for a green card.
Yeah, like so like Myles could do it.
Yeah, so I'll be on with a girl for like 3 months, and we have to get married.
Yeah.
Stay is like the whole point of the show. But like some of these relationships are so off. It's just like no way. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can tell that majority of the people on there are literally just doing it just to get a green card.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Or they're just like cheating on their partner the entire time they're in the United States.
And that'd be so sick to me because also sometimes like, and this is low key off topic, but like, I feel like people when they're in certain relationships, like in the back of your mind, sometimes you know when people are not good for you.
Yeah.
Whether you want to detach from them or not, like maybe you feel a certain sense of attachment. Maybe you feel like, okay, but I really want to be around this person. I really want to like, you know what I mean? I really want to be cuddled up to them, whatever. But it's like in the back of your mind, sometimes you know like this person is not good for me and long term, this is not something I should pursue. But I really think that just comes down to like, are you willing to leave? You know what I mean? Are you willing to put in the work to just be like, okay, you just got to focus on yourself type deal, or like you got to really just find your match? Because sometimes you meet people that are at your level. So if the people that you're attracting, the people that keep coming around you aren't that great, sometimes you got to look inside and be like, okay, like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's true.
what am I doing? What's going wrong? You know?
No, I
That's another
agree.
little side piece. 'Cause you keep dealing with people,
Little side
they
note.
keep doing this, they keep cheating on me, they keep woo. It's like, all right, bro, like, you had to been peeping the signs at some point.
That's why I feel like I haven't gotten into a relationship in like 2 years. Because it's like when I peep something I don't like or something that I've seen, I'm just like, we can be friends.
Right.
But I just know I'm not gonna date you, so I'm not about to waste your time.
Yeah, that's real.
You get what I'm
That's
saying?
real.
And so like I just know it's gonna irk me later on.
Yeah.
So I'm just
It's like, let's
like right when I
down.
get the ick or anything, or you just say something that's
Yeah.
like,
I'll be like, ooh,
I don't
I
know.
can't keep hearing that.
Yeah, like
But that's my thing though. I feel more people should be very just like honest with themselves. Very,
Yeah.
like, you know what?
Yeah.
I actually don't
honest
want
with
long term.
yeah. Because y'all might be great friends. Because not everyone that you meet you're gonna date. You know what I mean?
True. And you can be very clear with your intention. You can be very like, hey, let's have fun while this lasts, and then when we, but you know what I'm saying? Like, because some people are like, you know what? I only want
Some people
this,
can't
like,
do that
honest.
though.
But that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. But like, if somebody says that off rip and somebody's like, no, like I want a long term stable relationship, like
Then
I don't
he
want
should
this
find
long-term, I don't
someone
want nothing
with
temporary.
that same. Yeah.
You go find something temporary. I'll go find something long term and stable. Like, boom, you know what I mean? If you
Yeah.
say that off rip, it just eliminates a whole lot of problems later.
Hey, but that's the level of maturity though
That's true.
to understand. And I think, admittedly, in my past, like throughout the years, I think there's been times where I should have, like, been upfront.
Self-awareness.
Yeah, I should have had that self-awareness. Should have been more upfront and more like in an understanding with myself and what I needed and wanted, and then not like damage the other person.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So-
Your reflection though, like I'm.
No, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like you got.
Now that I'm
self-awareness, like,
older, I
that's
can obviously reflect and look back and be like, well, like that scenario was bad, or I shouldn't have done that, whatever.
Right.
But I
it.
think,
Have you ever apologized?
oh yeah, apologize,
okay.
but
Look at you.
apologize, but like, how far can an apology go?
Yeah.
Hey, like you can apologize, you can say sorry, you know, as many times as you want. But at the end of the day,
But
like,
sometimes damage is
you either
done
like
quick.
hurt that person.
That's a part of
wasted
growing
their
up too,
time.
though.
Yeah, and
Like you're not gonna be good with everyone, you know.
yeah, yeah.
So
True.
you can't beat yourself up about that.
That's true. Because we're all human.
Exactly. We're all gonna make mistakes.
Yes, we're all gonna accidentally hurt somebody at some point in time. Like,
Of course, there's certain stuff you can't really go back on, but like
Right.
Yeah.
you know.
right.
That's another thing. Yeah, understanding consequences of actions.
Yes.
And something that I've learned over these past years in LA is like sometimes what you say or what you do really will like I feel like me personally in high school, I always kind of felt, like, oh, we're still always close, like it'll always be all right. But now that I've came to a whole other country with all these people I don't know, having to rebuild or start all these new friendships, relationships, whatever, like consequences of how I act, what I say, what I do really do like either rub people the wrong way
Yeah.
forever. Like I
No,
I-
that's so true. And you don't even realize either, like,
yeah. So I
you
know
know?
like I've closed some doors that will never be open again. And I can look back and like feel sorry for myself in a sense that like I feel bad, whatever. But that's been like a big thing. Is like understanding it's having understanding of what the other person is either going through, how they're feeling. And just like, also having your own self-awareness to be honest with that other person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
I get what you're saying. Because
Yeah.
also sometimes like you can only get the person you see like one time.
Yeah.
And then once you mess it up, you're never gonna get that exact same person. Like there's
Yeah.
going to be some sort of level, some sort of I don't know if I trust you, like I
Yeah.
don't know if I believe in you the same type of way. Cause me, hey, I want to cut somebody off. Like the second you start doing something weird, or like I'm like, wow, you really don't care about me, care about my feelings, or like I'm peeping stuff that I'm like, wow, that was actually completely inconsiderate. I'll never see you the same. You know what I mean? Like there's some people I'm really like, I'll never see you the same. Like even if it's, oh hey, we're good, we're chatting, we're da-da-da. It's like I may never be as close to you. So I feel like, yeah, like consequences. Yeah. Actually, it's good to reflect, because also as you do and as you make those mistakes, you can be better to future people. You know what I mean?
For sure,
And
for sure.
Who knows? Because sometimes those people do let you back into their life. You know,
Yep.
them as a different person, you as a different. Like you never know, but that's real. That's real. Sometimes the stuff you do, you cannot take back.
I'll take back, so you got to be mindful.
You really do.
But it comes with age, though. Like, I'm a way different person than I was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, way
Than I was freshman year.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and I'm just like, having that compassion for other people, not even just a relationship, but friendships.
Yeah.
Like people you work with,
Right.
having to always, keep their emotions in mind as well. Something I've had to learn. It's the hard way, the hard way, but it's.
I feel like that also comes with us just being away from our parents and not being underneath them. Like we don't realize
Cause it's just you.
kind of how protected we really are until we're like out in LA and just you're basically by yourself. You know what I mean? So everything that you do, it's because that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Whereas back home, you're thinking like, dang, like my mom might see this, or like, dang, like,
Right.
you know?
No, that's real. And also, I feel like it goes to show, like,
Because you can always tell the kids here too, where it's like their parents didn't really, get on them, or they got on them too much.
yes.
I feel like I can
they
always
hovered over
tell.
you, or they let you too free. And that's
Too
not
much is a problem.
Yeah.
Too much is a problem.
Because then you can break
I think
loose
people
in
be
your
wilding out. I'm like,
Yeah.
every weekend.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, your actions gonna catch up to you.
They really are. And it's like, how can you see that? But that's when I feel like also that maturity comes in too, because also I can recognize when I'm tripping. I can recognize when I'm tweaking. Like
That's when I apologize. I'm like, I'm sorry. Yeah.
But some people like to be in denial. Like some people
They like to play the victim.
Yes, and they like to be like, oh, I can't believe that y'all did this to me. Why is everybody ganging up on me? What are you talking about? Like, we're trying to come to you out of love. We're trying to be like, hey, friend, like, I really think you just need to change.
They be throwing the rocks by hiding the hands.
Man.
Hey, what was that?
Throwing the rocks by hiding the hands.
Like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like baby.
I ain't never heard that, but.
Really?
Ah.
Have you heard that?
I've heard that.
Okay, yeah.
Rocks behind the hand. Like, you're doing the damage, but you don't want to take accountability.
Ability.
Like,
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Because for me, most of the time, it's literally just a sorry. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm a very forgiving person. Usually it's just like a, hey, I'm sorry.
And I'll be like, we can really talk. And that's my biggest thing. If you can't apologize, like if I bring up something to you, I'll bring it up because I care. And if the first thing you say to me is I didn't do that, trying to dismiss it and not even like just address what's happening, bro. Just
no accountability.
No accountability at all. Just recently I was dealing with somebody like that and I was like, oh, we cannot be cool, bro.
Yeah.
This is insane.
Because how can you not see that, like the wrong in your actions?
Also, like, I'm not even tripping. I just want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Why are you
Yeah, sometimes just a conversation.
Just a conversation. That's it. Like, I just want to see what's going on.
I feel like it's because they know that they did something like wrong. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I say, hey, got it. You got it.
Heartless.
Man. Hey, man, say, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Dogs eat. Some dogs don't. I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Some dogs eat, some dogs don't.
Some dogs don't.
Okay. That's crazy.
So what do y'all think has been the most memorable like trash talk, like meet?
Trash talk meet?
Yeah, like meet.
I think that.
Or like a time when you were like, dang, like, are we about to fight? For real.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anything happen where people about to fight like within the team. But I think like my first USC UCLA meet, I ain't know the beef was that.
Which one was your first was last year?
Yes.
Yeah.
I ain't know the beef was that strong. All of a sudden, we get out the end of that 4x4. Cam come around the bend.
Well, it's because the year later, Cam was on the same shit. Oh, sorry. On the same.
No, you're good.
A year later, Cam was on the same stuff. He was in the stands, like, cussing out all the parents. And I was like, relax. But, like, because I don't know, it's actual serious beef.
Yes,
They're yelling out, like, F UCLA. We're going right back, F USC.
And they was out here,
So when he came around, and so last year when he came around with the twos down, I was like, uh-oh.
They was mad.
It's not gonna end very well.
Not at all.
I'll admit.
You think they actually would have fought though?
Nah.
No way.
Reason why I don't think
USC boys don't give me like. I mean, even us, we don't really give like.
I just feel like
like
at the end of the
tussle,
day,
like,
it's
we
not
wanna get
worth
out of
it's not
tussle.
worth losing your track.
There's
Like
Yeah.
too much going for you.
yeah, like of course I would love to like sock whoever if I'm not going to be punished for it, but knowing damn well that after this fight is over, oh, I'm like kicked off the team, I'm like deported from the country. It's just not worth it.
Oh, you would get deported.
It's just not worth it to me.
Forgetting that.
Yeah, so like it's all fun and games, really. Like no one really, I don't think anyone cares enough to get physical for real.
Right, because you think about the major long-term consequences. Because honestly, bro, the people that I be seeing fighting, I'm like, why do you think that you have nothing to lose right now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why do you think that you have nothing to
Yeah.
lose? Like, you go to UCLA, I know you got something to lose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And honestly, at this age, like to actual physically fight another guy, it has to be about something like actually serious.
Insane. Like, it's got to be a truly
Yeah.
boxable offense.
Yeah, I'm not boxing somebody over a track meet. I really don't care that much at the end of the
don't.
day. But yeah.
You're going home. Like, it's got to be really boxable. With me, I'm like, it should never get that serious in the first. Like, I'm going to just walk away because there's no way.
Yeah.
If it's escalating like this, we do not need to be talking right now.
Yeah, but the SC meet this coming year, the beef might come back. You never know.
Hey, I'll be
But
here watching. I'll be, dang it.
what about you? What's your worst trash talking to meet?
I don't know. I don't really trash talk.
You don't trash talk at all?
No.
I don't
Okay.
I keep it real cute. I keep it real classy for real.
Okay.
I keep
Laughing
it.
at high jump. One thing about me,
You laughing?
I'll be
High jump is different though. That's because they don't be out of breath. We be out of breath. I mean, do y'all be getting out of breath?
I'll be getting out of breath, but like still, before I I'll be revving myself up. I'll be like, yeah, like, what was it in New Mexico? They had that music bumping. Before my jump, I'm over here, dugging in on my
I know.
little thing.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Man, because they had good music. I went to jump. I was like, yeah, girl, that jump was good. I'm saying, they were like, you're the most uncompetitive competitor I've ever met in my entire life. I'm like, no, I'm competitive. Like, I want to win.
You
but,
just
like,
keep it fun.
Yeah.
because like you did a great job. If you jump higher than me, you jump higher. I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah.
I need to do better.
Hey, that's good you got the mindset though,
need to
because
lock in.
sometimes the pressure would be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Especially as
I
a
feel
D1
like
athlete.
Sprinting's different though.
Why you say that?
Because in high school, when I would sprint, it's like that person is directly right next to me. It's literally me or you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, also when you have those expectations of other people being like, okay, you're supposed to be first, and you're supposed to win this, you're supposed to win that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot more pressure I feel that comes with sprinting specifically, as opposed to like field events. Because like at the end of the day, when I'm going to jump, I'm by myself.
Fair.
If I
you know
mess
what?
up,
Never thought
I
about
mess
that
up.
way.
And somebody can jump higher than you, but they can have a bad day, or I could be having a great day. Like, there's so many factors, but it's more individualistic. In a sprinting race, you know, all of a sudden that person's coming around you, then all of a sudden, oh, I got like 3 more gears of speed left in me to finish the 200. I don't sprint in college, but like in high school when I did, I just think it was kind of different
Okay.
than high jump.
I mean,
will say.
and also to that point, like you have multiple attempts at a jump. We have
Exactly.
one race and it's over.
Exactly.
You know
And
what I mean?
Coach must be saying that all the time.
yeah, you only got one shot, and I feel it's a lot easier to feel sick. Like, I'll be like, did they really just pass me in these last 10 minutes? Like, I feel like it's easier for somebody to feel like that versus
So like
oh,
for it to get to your head for real.
yes, because you literally passed me present time.
Yeah.
With 10 meters left. Or
Or
5
it's like,
meters left.
I dogged you, and I'm gonna come out. Great job, man. What?
Man, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember in college, or not college, in high school, we were at Drew University racing. I passed. I came around that bend on a 300. I turned around and tried to. It was a girl. She ran for like Madison or something. I don't know. I turned around, tried to be like, "Great job." Walked off. I was like, "All right, man. All right." Like, it's cool.
Fair enough. I don't know. I feel like last year in the sprints, there was a lot of trash talking going on.
Really?
Like with everyone was dissing Sean Masugandhi. I don't know if y'all know who that is.
Who?
Sean Masugandhi. He's at Houston. 100 meter grams of braids.
Oh, yeah.
Hella people were dissing him.
Really?
Yeah, like come across the line, eye contact, like staring him down through the 200s. Like it was.
Wow, it was.
Yeah, I remember
personally,
that.
I think it made it interesting to watch. But like in that, like if that was me, I'd be very heated. I wouldn't like it. You know what I mean?
Do you low key feel like? Because I know some people be like, "Oh, that's what the sport needs." That because you know, like football or hockey,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
they be having like beefs and competitors like that.
Yeah.
Do you think that track would get like more views if there was more stuff like that? You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Like if there's more
Yeah.
room for
I
competition.
do. I think it should be like that, to be honest.
Yeah.
As bad as it sounds, and I'm not. I hate trash talking. I'm not really like that,
Right.
but like I think it admittedly makes it way more.
Yeah.
I'm way more into it myself.
Because even like
So long as it's not
example is like
OD.
the rivalry meet.
Right.
Like more people go out to that meet just because if they know
It's
it's,
rivalry.
gonna be like
Yeah.
you know,
A little bit of
might get
beef
to
in there.
tussling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beef in there.
And honestly, I think there's to a degree where it should be acceptable. Like if I'm yeah, you know what I mean? If somebody's a little mad, that's one thing. Obviously, nobody's gonna be boxing in the middle of a race. Like that's insane. Because I
Yeah.
remember back home, we were like at Clifton or something. This boy dropped the baton middle of the race. What's up? Whoa.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's insane. But I think a healthy level of competition, a healthy level of trash talk, like low key, like the sport could, you know what I mean? It could get
Yeah.
a lot more recognition for that.
I don't know.
I've been thinking about that sometimes. I've been like, I wonder.
But do the women of track really talk that much trash though?
I mean,
I know the guys
Sha'Carri,
are hella competitive, but
Sha'Carri, Richardson.
Sha'Carri, I guess, like, and the Jamaicans.
Yeah,
Other than
but
that,
that's about it.
I think that's okay.
where they feel, I see like the
Most of us keep it like cute, like
Right.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's why she got so much hype around it, because she
Press,
was like,
yeah.
I know what I'm finna bring. Like, watch this. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I
that's
feel like
fair.
that's what the sport needs. Like, you need more people being like, hey, watch this. People be like, oh, I'm watching. You know what I'm saying?
That's why everyone hyped up like Noah Lyles last year, and he was talking all that garbage.
That's what I'm saying.
But he actually went out there and win.
Exactly. He
Can't say anything after that.
Hey.
Mm.
Right.
So, yeah, no, bring more trash talk to track though.
Yeah.
Y'all need to start some beefs.
Trash
Other
talk.
things.
Hashtag trash,
trash talk.
Trash
I
talk.
mean,
Oh, relax.
That's like nothing.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
all right, that'll be the end of episode 3. Thank y'all so much for joining in, and thank y'all so much for coming.
Thanks for having us.
I hope y'all had fun. I hope it was
We did.
chill.
Oh.
Hey, y'all.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in to
Of
episode
course.
3.
No, thanks
I
for
hope
inviting
y'all I hope y'all enjoyed the episode and got to know my teammates a little bit more. Thank you.
On Instagram, Malcolm D.
Me too.
Anyway.
Straight out reels with a Z.